Are things about to go from bad to worse for Jett Lawrence? Hey everybody, Walty Wanders, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. Whew, here we go again. Let's step back on the Moto Merry Go round and around we go. Jett Lawrence, you're next up in this game of Moto musical chairs. And listen, friends, it's not looking good. You know, we're about to see this shift because Jett Lawrence was this squeaky, clean, teenage, clean cut, ushered in as the wonder boy, the chosen one of the industry, and he got paid a gazillion dollars. That family laughing all the way to the bank. And hey, that family, hey, we love seeing a Cinderella story. You are a Cinderella story, Lawrence. You didn't come from a danger boy background where you're already living in a mansion when you showed up racing. But you cannot use that as a reason to justify your behavior. And your behavior now, Jett, is, and again, you're a likable guy, massive talent, a pure alien on the bike. Your physique is just built like nobody else's. You're just like this fluid ballerina out there, making it look effortless. You are going to be the man to beat probably for the foreseeable future, unless eventually someone will rise up and dethrone you. That's the way the sport works, unless you pull a Dungy and just retire and ride off into the sunset after your next championship, which I would strongly recommend at some point you try to do, because a lot of riders, Chad Reed, will stay out there till the bitter end because you don't know anything else. The Lawrences have made a ton. Chad Reed made a ton of money, and he was the last Australian big name to come out of that country, and now it's a drop in the bucket. The money that Chad made over his career, which was a ton, drop in the bucket compared to these Lawrence brothers. Top agent representation, 2 for the price of 1. I knew it right away when they put Hunter on Team Honda. I think even on the 450, he didn't have Red Bull on his helmet yet. He wasn't commanding that type of interest from Red Bull. But at some point, they negotiated and said, these are the brothers. They're a package deal. We need him to have the same type of branding, and that's what we want. And if you don't want it, we're talking to somebody else. I mean, these are the things that happen in the industry. But I recently saw some kind of presser, and I know you did too, it was probably, I think it was
for SMX, Ricky, SMX.
Presser. And Jett Lawrence was kind of whining a little bit about how, I don't know, how people were hating on him and his haters. And he's got these haters. And it just motivates me. And even a Danger Boy, I think. And the haters, they motivate me. Listen, man, it's called a hazing. Every single rider that rises to the top and comes out of nowhere gets a hazing. And we're not, especially in this sport, because these are the most unforgiving fans you will ever meet. There is no other fan. Go to a Supercross event, which I know most of you watching, if not all, have. I've been to football games, baseball games, basketball games. Motocross, dude, is freestyle events, X Games. I've done it all. You go to Monster Energy Supercross, A1, the electricity, you will never, ever match what I've seen over many years of attending many A1s and Vegas Supercross finales if it comes down to the wire, a gnarly championship. Different type of energy, similar but different. You will never match that. But here's the challenge. The Wonder Boy, the chosen one, the Moto Messiah, known as Jett Lawrence, is basically, and he did it as politely as he could. He wasn't like all pissed. He was happy. But he was basically saying how, he's got haters. Well, you do, guys. I mean, for you, here's the thing. Well, actually, let me retract. You don't have haters, dude. You have critics, and you're receiving your due hazing, and you're getting paid enough money to be able to take the hazing. You can't get paid that type of money and then be mad because not everybody's coddling you like your inner circle full of yes men. You're gonna have to deal with the moto community, and there's only a couple that I've seen. channels that are really talking the way I'm talking out there. Most of the channels want to be in the industry. I want a ticket to the table. I want to be part of the team. I've been part of the team. But, you know, it was hard. When I was in the industry didn't dig us. Eventually, they had to accept us, but they didn't dig us, right? I mean, it's just the way it was because we were punk rock, chicks, pyro, music, hardcore, X Games, tattoos, bad boys of the sport. This is a gladiator game sport. You have to have a screw loose to throw a leg over a dirt bike and launch a big hit. I can just throwing a leg over a bike and riding down the street. But, you know, if you're going to go out there and ride track riding, I mean, you got to have a screw loose. I love track riding. Track riding was my favorite. I hated trail riding for years. Hated it. Now I do a little bit of it because it's like all I have time for, right? I leave from the garage and go up to the hills and get out and blow off a little steam, do a couple wheelies, you know, maybe go get with some of my buddies and race around a little bit. But I used to love track riding. You've got to have a screw loose to do this stuff. It's not if you're going to get hurt, it's when and how bad. That is it. So to see that watered down and sugar-coated is kind of, I don't know, for me, it's just a little bit demeaning to the sport. I don't dig it. So, you know, my message really is to you, Jett Lawrence. Listen, dude, Jett, I'm pumped you're here. Like, I really am. I'm pumped we have you. You came in as the squeaky clean kid. I have a feeling we see you tatting yourself up. We see the image that your PR team and your handlers potentially are having you portray behind the camera because that's what you signed up for initially before you were tatted down. And you're looking like the bad boy. I think you want to be the bad boy. You've got the money to act like however you want now. I'm almost seeing Danger Boy now because it was kind of Danger Boy was the bad boy and Chosen One was the good boy. This good meets evil. And I think the industry was embracing that. Like we
Really love this. This is great for the industry.
I love the fact that the industry, their plan maybe isn't working out quite how they envisioned because I feel like you're kind of going rogue a little bit. But when I hear you complain about, I got haters and the hater, I can't even remember the exact words. Drop in the comments below. I'm sure you guys saw. But what I got from it and what my message is to Jett. And I left a comment on a couple of the platforms. I saw them, you know, the industry now reporting on Jett said this and that, and then haters, this and that. I said, we don't have haters. Critics. These are critics. If they're haters, they're very few of them, dude. Not enough to even count. It's a drop in the bucket. I don't hate you. I love you, dude. I love my haters. That's part of being the game. I learned this the hard way. Jett, I'm going to tell you something right now. Something that came to me back in the day. Back in the day. Back in the day, I remember I was working on I was working on something on, you know, pushing our brand out online, getting it some exposure, and somebody jumped in and started bashing me. And that happens here even at the show in the comments. Somebody starts bashing me, right? That's just the name of the game. If you're going to put yourself out there, get ready. You're going to have thick skin, and it doesn't always feel good. And sometimes if you're not in the mood, it hurts. Somebody's like, dude, Walty, I was on that last post and somebody's talking so much crap about you, dude. I'm like, no way, bro. Really? Like, where are they? I got to find them. And then I'm like, poosh, light bulb goes off. I said, you know what? Screw them. At least they're talking. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, shark infested. Jett Lawrence, welcome to the swimming pool, brother. I understand your frustration potentially. You're laughing all the way to the bank. None of us feel sorry for you. If you want to view us as haters, that's fine. But really, we're critics giving you the proper hazing you deserve, and you're being paid handsomely to receive that hazing. So I wouldn't go do any more of that my hater stuff, and it's because of the haters and fuel and this and that. If you want to say you got critics and they can get gnarly, sure. I know I've been as polite and politically correct as humanly possible, putting you under the microscope. This is the name of the game now with mass media, social media. It's just the platform now. It's not our fault. So everybody's got a platform. Everybody's got a voice. We all have to go through it at times. It's part of living in the real world. You'll be out of the sport before you know it, and you'll be living in your mansion somewhere, touring, doing whatever the heck you want to do. But in the meantime, Walty will have to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.